Welcome to Encana Arena for the start of what will be a very busy weekend for this Kodiaks Hockey Club. And it is the national anthem to kick things off tonight. Great Friday night of action it should be between these two Southern Division heavyweights. Kodiaks trailing the Canmore Eagles by 2 points in the race for the number 2 spot in the South Division. In their home black uniforms are the Kodiaks, trimmed in red and white, and they'll go from left to right. They will start Spencer Michnick in goal tonight. For the Canmore Eagles, they will start Alexander Shivler to my broadcast right. Eagles will be in their road white uniforms, trimmed in royal blue and navy blue. Referees for tonight's hockey game, Jacob Hicks and David Westwood. The linesmen are Jordan Georgievitz and Lucas Hudek. And they give the high fives, the fist pumps at center ice. Those 4 are ready to go. And the other 10 on the ice, 5 for each team ready to go as well. It'll be Tyson Murray to take the draw against Aiden Kachuk, and we are underway. Wins it, Osberg. He'll get it back to Copeland. Here's Copeland now. Walks in, looking for a shooting lane, can't find it. Now Keegan Beagle. He shoots, he scores! And there it is. The power play goal you're looking for, courtesy of the captain, Keegan Beagle. And Beagle gets his first goal of the season, and it comes on the power play. And it strikes on its third opportunity, and it's 1-0 with 10-12 remaining in this opening period. Here's Beagle in from the point to Tulikov, across to Schaff. A shot, score! Karma for A.J. Schaff, who we'll talk to in our After 40 intermission report. We'll have a little fun with why he's not scoring on the breakaways. That was not a breakaway, but it was a goal. In fact, his team leading 6th of the season for number 21, and gives the Kodiaks a 2-0 lead. Good work by Tucker Tulikov on that shift to keep that play alive. And eventually the puck gets over to Schaff. And it's 2-0. 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. And then we'll check the other one for you here in a bit. Here's a pass brought in by Cleary. Cleary now pass across. They score. And the Eagles get that one right back. And that looks like it's Bryson Insinger who gets the goal. And not much of an opportunity there at all for Spencer Michnick, as the Eagles come right back and score, and it makes it 2-1 and quiets his crowd a bit. So maybe it's coming along. That is ranked second last in the AJHL. Here's Casey Black, a shot in front, and they score. And so the Eagles on a goal by Hudson Landmark on the power play even this thing up. And now all of a sudden the Eagles with 2 goals in 28 seconds. And just like that, we're even. And for Landmark, his second goal of the season, he does have 13 points on the season now, however. So no goals in almost the first half of that first period, and now we've had 4 of them in 3 minutes, 2 each way. Michnick now to Edeshma. He'll try this again. He'll get it to Schaff. Schaff to Tulikov. To Bain. Back to Tulikov. Walks in. Shot. Score! Oh, was that a beauty by Tucker Tulikoff as he fired that shot under the bar, far corner, blocker side over Scheivler. And the Kodiaks get that power play to strike again, now 2 for 4. And it's now 3-2. Camrose. 6th goal of the season for Tulikoff, and yes, all of them with the man advantage. Here's Beagle, a shot blocked. Rebound goes far side. Beagle with a hit. And there's a huge hit on the far side by Luca Taylor as he lays out the former Western Hockey League product John Szabo. And coming in is Landmark, a shot that goes over top of the net, and then they score. Oh, there was lots happening in that shift. It was a huge hit by Luca Taylor and an obvious candidate for our rock-solid crunch of the game. My goodness. But then back at the other end, the Eagles score. And all that confusion, and we'll have to take a look at that to see who gets that one for the Eagles. But all of a sudden, this is a tie hockey game. Stopped it. Plays it around the boards. Hideshima helps it to the line, not out. Now it is. And Liam Payne will try to come up with it. Here's Payne, goes to the front. He scores! It's a short-handed goal for Liam Payne. What a shot! Boy, you give number 17 an opportunity to shoot, and he doesn't make any mistake. He found that puck. I thought he was going to try to drive to the net. Maybe Alexander Scheivler thought the same thing. And he looked straight up to the rafters in disgust after he knew that puck beat him. And it's a shorthanded goal for Liam Payne, and the Kodiaks have the lead back 4-3. That's a big one for Payne, his 3rd goal of the season. Now it's Hideshima with it back in the corner again. Held by Black. Now to Gryson. Centered it. Payne. Shot. Score! Well, for sure, Genchi has a 9-game point streak now because he definitely gets an assist on that one along with Bowen Gryson, and Liam Payne has 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. And the Kodiaks have a 5-3 lead. What did I say about giving that guy time to shoot? Well, that's exactly what happens. He did not have much time and space to shoot that one, but he still made it count. Low blocker side. And the Kodiaks have restored their 2-goal lead from way back in period number 1. Quite the turning point for this hockey club. They get some points out of here. Here's Abbott, now walks in, shot. There's another shot, they score! Bowen Gryson eventually put it home. And he says, hey, what about me? I'd like a share of that Kodiak scoring lead as well. And he's got it. He saw Schaff score his 6th. He saw Tulikoff score his 6th. And now Gryson gets his 6th. And the Kodiaks have 6 tonight. And behind the net there for Morikawa. And he'll settle things down here a bit. And now we got a fight at center ice. Tavish Beagle. And who's the Eagle as they trade rights? A shot over top. That is Komarniski, who ends up on the top of Beagle. They traded some rights there. Now Komarniski trying to get a right in underneath the linesman. Referee David Westwood says, that's enough, kid. And that started at center ice behind the play. Maybe we'll get a look at it on the replay here. I was watching Morikawa behind the Eagles' net. Yeah, no, we didn't. And then all of a sudden this starts at center ice. So not sure what precipitated that, but we have another scrap. And we'll have a bit of a delay here. And stopped at the blue line and cleared out and down the ice. Logan Anderson back to get it. And the Kodiaks, who scored 2 on Wednesday and didn't allow any in tonight, score 6 and beat the Canmore Eagles by a score of 6-3. And with that victory, they will move into a tie for second place in the South Division with these Eagles. Both teams after tonight will have 12 points. Final score, Kodiak 6, Eagles 3.
You've been listening to another edition of Wild Rose Co-op Kodiaks Hockey. Visit camrosekodiaks.ca for details on our next broadcast. Stay tuned now for the IPEC Homes post-game show. Tonight's game summary: the City of Camrose 3 stars, the Boston Pizza hardest working Kodiak, and the Brock Rock solid crunch of the game are all coming up next on the IPEC Homes post-game show.